Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 1st to the 15th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see. Well, actually, before we begin this reading, let us ask God, Source Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, to bless us, guide us, keep us safe, to lead us forward in healing, peace, and harmony, keeping all that is hurtful and hateful from us. So now let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly. We have the sun. So what's very interesting, whenever the sun comes forward as a card that spirit says be mindful of. Now, this can be telling us to, quite frankly, pay attention to the sun, pay attention to a person who shines very brightly or a person who is our sun. And this is also a person who we always think is fine, like always has things under control, can handle everything. This person just needs a little bit more attention, a little bit more connection during this time. It's going to be important. There's also a sense that we ourselves can always be smiling, saying, I'm fine, I have everything covered. Showing a little bit of vulnerability would not be bad for us at all. So just be aware of that. Now let's look at what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands, so that's fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Five of Swords. So it's going to be very interesting, okay? Is that we have one last battle, one last thing before we hit a metamorphosis within our careers, within what we desire, within what we're looking at for ourselves. We're going to have this one last kind of like trudge through the mud that we have to go through. Now, there's a vampiric energy around money that has been plaguing us for a while. Now, this can be since we were 4. This can be, for 4 years, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. I just see a profound impact of the number 4 coming forward since 4th grade or something like that. So just be very aware of this. Now, excuse me. What we're going to be seeing here is that we ourselves are transforming. We're moving things forward. We're seeing things differently. We're utilizing ourselves much more readily than we have before. It kind of almost feels like we were wrapped up in twine, okay? Like we weren't able to be fully us. There's a metamorphosis that comes forward around our careers, around what we're passionate about, around what we desire. This is like the reason why we get out of bed in the morning. Now, we can also be having a battle with a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. Somebody who has a very hot temper to them. Now, Libra, we don't like that hot temper. We like things to be balanced and even and stable. Predictability is very important to us. Stability is very important to us. So we can be finding that we've had to deal with this type of person before, and we've had to deal with this type of person in a way where they, or a person like them, made it very hard for us to be ourselves. So just know that that energy comes forward during this time. Know that we're crowned with the Ace of Pentacles. So this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift: prosperity, success, wealth, abundance. It's like we got this covered just right before we're planting these seeds, right before we're heading off in this direction. Things feel tight. Things feel overwhelmed. Things, are a little bit more kind of like questionable than they were before. So just be aware of this. When I see the Five of Swords, it's a battle that we faced before. It's something that once upon a time had us paralyzed, had us overwhelmed, made us doubt ourselves, made us think that we couldn't possibly move forward, or that we kind of slunk away, we hid away, we didn't think we could do it. And so now the fact that we're really sitting here and saying, heck no, we're not replaying this. We're not going to be held back anymore. That's going to be very freeing for us. And we're going to see, it's almost like this vow of poverty. And I don't mean that in a religious sense. I mean that in a way of somebody spoke words over you and said, I'm taking your wealth. I'm taking your prosperity. I'm taking your stability. I'm taking your security. And I'm making it so that you always feel like you're walking on uneven ground. You always are going to wait for that next shoe to drop. And that energy is going to be what we're resurrecting from, what we're changing in our lives. It's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And quite frankly, I don't have to do this anymore. And that is going to be cathartic. It's going to be scary. So just know. Okay? Let's dive deeper. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. Yeah. Okay. So I love it when everything just kind of lines up so terribly nicely. So we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is saying, be patient. Be patient. It's not going to happen as quickly as we want. And when we plant these seeds, we're going to have to wait for them to grow. And so when all of this is happening here, the seeds are still growing. We are still, moving forward. We are still seeing things, be embraced differently, or, move to a new level that we weren't necessarily prepared for. And this is going to be very beautiful for us. It's going to be very powerful for us. But we can also feel like, I know something is supposed to be happening here. I know things are supposed to be moving forward more quickly, or moving forward, and I want it now, because that's our human nature coming forward. Now, what's very interesting is that we have with the Four of Pentacles, we have the Devil. Now, the Devil is Capricorn energy. Now, this could literally be that a Capricorn cut our wings, okay, made us feel small. But this can also be addictions, doubts, fears, negativity, anxieties, depression that made us really think that we couldn't. And that isn't necessarily true. The devil is a evolution, one might say, of all ancient pagan, nature gods. And the nature gods, you can't control them. Their nature is chaotic. So it is the chaos within us. It is the chaos within the world. And we could just feel, simply put, we could also feel overwhelmed by that chaotic nature of the world and of ourselves. So here, what was vampiric energy, we're going to see ourselves being freed of. Now, Capricorn time period, December 22nd to January 19th, this can also be the time where we step out of that bond. We step out of that hold. We step into ourselves. And we embrace the chaos, but we kind of embrace the story of it. We embrace the evolution of it. We embrace the idea of us constantly evolving. It moves us to the King of Wands and the Tower. The Tower is everything changing. The Tower is change that we cannot put things back together the way that it once was. Things have fallen apart. And even if you rebuild the Tower, it won't be exactly the same. And with the King of Wands, the King of Wands embraces change, sees that he himself, in the realms of the alchemy of his being, is changing. And that's what we're going to see with us. In the alchemy of our being, we are changing. And it can't be put back together. It can't be held back. I'm sorry if you can hear my nephew having a bit of a meltdown. He's 3. He does that. But here with the Tower, it's like it is going to be okay, though. Because this is just change that can't be stopped. But it doesn't have to be bad change. It can be. It can be the loss of somebody. It can be, it can be loss that hurts and that stays with us for a really long time. And that is people's Tower moments. But change is also getting married. Change is having a baby. Change is falling in love. Change is moving house. So they're irrevocable changes that once you go back, like it's not necessarily going to be the same, but it doesn't have to be terrible. It's just going to be intense. But it is also leading us up to our power and our intention and what we desire and what we want. And we're starting to see the fire within ourselves. We're starting to see the passion within ourselves. And as we do this, we're finding balance. The 6 of Pentacles for me is my Minor Arcana Libra card. So when we have the 5 of Swords, we have a battle that we fought before, and we're starting to find balance within it. We're starting to find our worth within it. We're starting to see ourselves moving forward and gaining understanding and saying, you know what, this needs to be fair, or that's not fair, or, why is it like that? Or how do I harmonize this situation? And what am I doing that's keeping things utterly chaotic or utterly, out of harmony with myself? So just be aware of this, because we're going to be looking at things now. And there's something that's going to come in our path that's going to open up these doors. And we're going to be looking at things so differently than we have before. And it's like, oh, why did I say stuck like this? So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of subconsciously. Yeah, that's exactly, okay. So remember here where it's like we want things to be rushed. We have the 8 of Wands. We want things to move so quickly. We do. We're just like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. In our minds, it needs to be faster. In reality, it's going to move slower. And if we push things too quickly in our own minds, we're going to muck it up. We are going to make it, it's going to move quickly, but it's not going to move correctly. It's kind of like when you're cooking and you think, oh, if I just turn everything on high, everything will cook really fast. And it's not how it works. And you end up with a smoky, charred mess. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious tarot message is the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is being a student of our heart and our soul and ourselves. The High Priestess is trusting our intuition and our instincts and what we desire. The veil is being lifted from our eyes, and we're starting to see things differently. We're starting to see things more openly and honestly. And as we do this, as we understand this, it's like, oh. And we start to trust our heart a little bit more. We start to trust our instincts a little bit more. We start to see what we desire with more gusto for ourselves. And there's a sense here of like, I don't need to have all the answers, but I do need to ask the right questions. And I need to trust me a lot more than what I'm doing right now. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. And may blessings and prosperity always be with you. God bless.